What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today we're going to be talking about top 10 most annoying kind of inmates in jail and prison that I have seen within my 8 years of doing time. One of the first things that I fought over in jail was behind someone being annoying as hell. When I was on the phone, being loud as a freaking clown back there, I just dropped the phone while my wife was on the phone and got to rumbling. I told that story in the past, but that's not going to be on the list, even though it should be. Loud people while you're on the phone. In prison, it's not so bad. People tend to respect it. But some prisons and almost every jail I've been in, God, people just don't respect you being on the phone. Anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right into number one, and I call him Mr. Seagull. Mr. Seagull, one of the most annoying type of individuals I've met in prison. This is an inmate that will come up and ask you for anything and everything that you crack open in the public area. You might not say one word to this fool in 7 days, but he'll come up and say, can he get a little something off that swole, spread, brick, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this guy will run up on you and say, I see you cooking big things, man. What's up? Can I get a little bit? And that's going to bring me into a video later on that I want to talk about. Right times to share. Should you share with this freaking seagull? Hell no, man. I ain't sharing with you, bruh. If the man ain't said nothing to you in days, okay, and the only time he pops up is when you're cooking one fantastic, beautiful meal, hey, you got to throw that get the hell up out of here card. I take it as disrespect for a seagull. Dude, I don't care if you're starving, okay? You're not that damn hungry. They're serving 3 trays a day, and I don't care. That's besides the fact. You don't talk to me any other time except from when I'm cooking or on store day, okay? He might roll up on you and try something crazy. Not too many people did it, but there are those petty individuals that just don't have no principles. They have no morals. They don't care what they look like, how low of an individual they look like. They will beg. They will sit there and beg anyone and everyone for a bite of what you have. You'll get food quicker by not even asking. For real. And that, like I said, I'm going to make a video later on about top situations of when you can share and when you shouldn't share food in prison. Number 2 is the rapper. Okay, everybody wants to become a magical rapper in prison, man. And some of these dudes are decent, but the majority of them are trash. And I didn't see too much of this except for in jail and in dorm style prisons. When I was in cells, you don't really, people are rapping, but you can't really hear as much as if you were in a dorm. When you're in a dorm, man, people be, at least in the prisons I was in, I know some places, is lights out. After like 9 o'clock, don't be speaking, nothing like that. But in the prisons I was in, they were just cranking it up. I'm talking about the music blasting, and I told stories about what happens in a lot of prisons I've been in when the lights go out. But these individuals, man, they will rap all damn night, and they're trash. They suck. Let's put it like this. The prisons and jails that I've been in, I had to sleep with earplugs. I don't know if any of y'all had to do that, but if I didn't have earplugs, I wouldn't have got no sleep. That's how crazy the young cats are, man. Everyone wants to be a freaking rapper. Everyone's running their damn mouth, cranking up as soon as the lights turn off. They would party all night, sleep all day. That's one thing I couldn't stand more than anything, man. I like to get a good night's sleep, wake up early, and get my workout on, routines. And like I said, it's different in, certain prisons. Certain prisons, there's a different respect value. There's people doing life and all kinds of stuff, and you're liable to get killed if you're freaking rapping till 2, 3 in the morning. So yeah, number 2 is the rapper, future rapper of America. He might be trash in prison. He'll probably come out here in the streets and become platinum artist. That's how trash rappers are nowadays. No disrespect to the new rappers out there. I'm not saying all y'all are trash. Just the majority. Number 3 is the TV screamer. That's right, man. The individuals, look, I understand this is some kind of manly thing that men do, but not old death. I don't do this. First off, I don't watch sports on television. I play sports all day. I've played all kinds of sports. I love to play sports, but when it comes to watching NFL and stuff like that, I don't watch it. There ain't nothing about that crap entertaining to me. I won't play it on the PlayStation. Don't ask me about sports. I can't stand them except for watching some teams that are considered underdogs and haven't won the Super Bowl in forever. I like to root for them. But one thing you will never catch me doing is screaming at the TV, man. When I used to dread. Okay, some people, they loved it. They loved it when football season was coming around in the system, prison, jail. Football season's coming, start getting your tickets, start gambling. Okay, that's the fun part. But, you know, when that season came around for me, it was like hell on earth, man. Hearing these idiots, a bunch of freaking morons, scream at the damn TV at the top of their lungs nonstop throughout the whole 3-hour damn football game will drive you insane, especially when you're on the phone or you're trying to write a letter. That was one thing that really drove me bonkers, was people screaming over football games. And you know, it's not just your typical 1 to 2 people. I'm talking about it's like 20 freaking heathens screaming at the top of their lungs, doing cartwheels, backflips, all kinds of shit, watching a football game. Who's the cheerleaders here, man? Damn. They weren't really doing backflips and cartwheels. I'm just saying, they might as well have been. Number 4 is the TV hopper, and this was mainly in dorms. Okay, the TV hopper. What is the TV hopper, you might ask yourself? When you're in a dorm, you get a TV on your bunk, and you'll walk into the dorm, you'll see probably like 40, 50 TVs. Everybody has their TV mounted, whether it's a flat screen or old tube set, mounted on the end of their bunk. That's how it happens in dorms. And the individuals that don't want to buy a TV, they rather spend all their money on drugs, gambling, food, just snack foods. They won't buy a TV, but they will clock yours. Okay, I'll never forget this one cat that slept behind me in a prison called St. Bride's. I put in, you know, when I first went into this prison, I had a top bunk. But after a certain amount of time, I put in with, you know, forms to get the bottom bunk that doesn't have, like, they would have an outer rim of bunks, and they're all 2-man bunks. Okay, so it's bunk beds. But in the center of the whole dorm was single-man bunks, and those were like prime real estate for all the inmates. So you would always have to put in request forms to get it and then wait your turn. I'll never forget, man. They call my name. They say, hey, you're moving right here. So I made it to the prime real estate, got that single bunk. But the only bad thing about it is you're in the dead center, and your TV's mounted in the center. So you will have peering eyes all over you, okay? All over you while you're watching TV. At first, it didn't bother me at all. I'd be like, yeah, I don't care, you know. But then you can't even scratch your freaking nuts without the 5 or 6 people eyeballing your TV, watching your movements. TV jacking, man. TV clocking. These dudes will watch your TV more than you will. And like I said, it didn't bother me at first. But when you, you know, get up out your bed and you sit up and you look around, you see 5 freaking pairs of eyeballs staring directly at you and your TV, and then they start asking you questions about the show. I'm like, damn, you know? Watch someone else's TV. Why are all these people watching my damn TV for, man? And you know, another funny thing was the TV that I had was actually, it was a stolen TV, okay? It was a stolen TV. I had a flat screen TV and it was nice, but it broke and I was about to go home. I had like 8 months left, okay? I'm not about to spend $200 on a TV. I'm about to go home. So I bought a stolen TV off the yard and re-engraved it, okay? This TV was a tube set. And the only way that these TVs were in this prison is if you've done like 15 years or more, okay? They were old TVs. But they were good. They were still colored though. But I had that. And I'll never forget, man, how the hell did I get that big ass tube TV in that freaking dorm? I can't even remember. I think I carried it from another dorm. Anyway, I know it was suspect, but I had to get the dude that worked in the shop to get sandpaper, and then I had a tattoo machine. I engraved it myself. But anyways, when they had a shakedown, they took my TV, and I knew it was gonna happen. I knew they were gonna take my TV. I didn't look like I did 20 years in prison, you know, and they'll easily just open up your log and see how long you've done time. So as soon as they took my TV, I was a little mad, but at the same time, I looked up and all these dudes that were watching my TV done moved, jumped ship to another, they done TV hop to another man's TV. So I had a little bit more privacy, you know, and then I became a TV hopper. I became a TV hopper. I used to have my headphones around my neck. I would go to about 4 different homeboys that I chill with on a regular basis, like worked out with and ate with. I would jump from car to car, bring in my outlet. I had a splitter for their TV, so we both heard the TV at the same time. I did that for 8 months until I went home, give or take a month or 2. So yeah, even though I don't have no hate or ill will towards these TV hoppers because I became one as well, it still is annoying as hell when you already don't have no privacy. So when you're laying in your bunk watching TV and you see five pairs of eyes watching TV the whole time that you turn it on, and they can see everything that you're doing. I mean, anytime I open up my box, they'll be able to see stuff. They're always gazing in that proximity, and I don't like that, man. That's something you don't do in prison. But this was a level 2 prison, so it wasn't really, uptight as some of the other prisons I was in. It was pretty laid back. Now, number 5 is canteen clockers, man. Almost got in a fight with someone like this because he was staring everybody down as they were getting their canteen, And I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand that crap. If you weren't getting canteen, if you were just posted up by the canteen window and you weren't getting nothing, you shouldn't be there. Okay? That's how someone gets their freaking head split. So I was getting my canteen one day, man, and I kept looking up. It took about 2 times before I said something to dude. I looked up after I got like the first initial soups or whatever, put in my bag. I looked up. Dude's looking directly at the freaking window, So I look at him, he looks at me, and he kind of looks away. So I get back to getting more stuff, and I look up again, he's looking directly at the freaking window. So after the 3rd time of looking up and seeing him looking directly at my stuff, I said, bruh, stop clocking my canteen, dog. What's going on here? He said, no, I'm looking at the list right there to see if I'm next. And then there's other individuals that'll clock your canteen, man. You'll go to your cell and unload all your stuff, or dorm, whatever, unload all your canteen into your box, and you'll have random cats that don't even speak to you very often come up to you and say, what's up? What's up, man? Oh, you doing big things, huh? Yeah, keep it moving. What are you even stopping at my bunk for, man? Why are you looking at this stuff, And that stuff will really cause someone to get in fights, get hurt severely, just by staring at someone put their canteen up. You don't do that in prison, ladies and gentlemen. But I was an easygoing guy. You know what I mean? I was an easygoing guy. I was very passive aggressive. I guess that's a word you could use. I didn't like drama. I didn't want to start no drama. But sometimes, man, you got to speak your freaking mind. You can't humble yourself 24/7 in the penitentiary. You got to speak up. But you also got to do it in a respectful way if you're not trying to get caught up in fighting and stuff. And then all that canteen you got, you ain't going to see for a couple months. So you got to handle certain situations differently than others, but you still got to maintain that dominance. You got to, man. So yes, number 5 is the canteen clocker. And number 6 is the scary lover. God almighty, the scary lover. He is one of the most annoying individuals in the world, okay? And I guess anyone that, I was on the phone 24/7. 24/7, okay? Especially on my second bid. I was on the phone all the time, and I used to give a couple 3-ways here and there, One of the individuals was what I consider a scary lover. He always had to talk to his old lady in order for him to be either in a better state of mind or way worse than what he was before he got on the phone. That's always how it was. He always ended the phone call really happy and, hey, man, you ready to play some cards, drink some coffee? Or he would end the phone like, go to his bunk and get under the freaking blankets. I knew he knew Jody was at the crib that night, But yeah, the scary lover. He will come up to you all times of the day. You ain't even woken up out your bed. He'll be knocking on your bunk. Bro, can you please give me a phone call, man? I'll give you triple of what you charge, man. I need a phone call bad. Phone call. Please, phone call, phone call, phone call. And I understand the man's pain. That's why I help him usually more than others, because the dude's in love and it's killing him not being able to talk to his old lady. It's messing up his whole bid. But I must say they are some of the most annoying individuals in lockup, are the ones that are worried about their girlfriend, wife, whatever, out there in the streets. That's the worst way to do your time. If I were to say one of, top 3 worst ways to do your time is to be hooked on trying to still control your old lady, your girlfriend or whatever. A lot of guys that go through this stuff, they're probably really controlling on the streets. And when they go to prison, that control's taken. So the only way that they can think of to try to control their loved one, their significant other or whatever, is by talking to them on the phone 24/7, and you just got to realize there ain't nothing you can do about it. If the girl's going to go out there and play, she's going to play, all right? You can't stop her. That little 20-minute phone call ain't going to stop her from going out to play. You're going to be on lockdown at 11. There ain't no more phone calls jumping unless you got a cell phone. The majority of people ain't got no cell phones. You know, these guys, man, they're going to bed at 11. The girls going to party. People that are in controlling relationships, you really need to understand there's nothing you can do about it. If someone's, just like parents that are really controlling. If you have a bad child, if you have a child that you don't want them doing something, you can't stop them, man. Same goes for lovers, you know. They're going to do what they do, regardless. You know, if they want to cheat on you, they're going to cheat. If your kid wants to do drugs, they're going to do drugs. You can't stop them. You know, unless you freaking put them in a padlocked cell and watch them 24 hours a day. Just ain't happening. So number 6 is the scary lover. Sad to say. Now number 7 is the scary lender. That's right, the scary lender. People that loan out, okay, canteen day comes, all right, and you're unloading all your stuff. And let's say a guy loans you a packet of Tylenol, okay, or 2 soups, or 1 stamp. These scary lenders will show up at your freaking doorstep before the police wake you up for count. They'll be fishing some kind of line in your cell like, hey, you got that 2 soups? Come on, man. I ain't even freaking opened up my canteen bag to put it away in the cell yet, and you're at my front door asking about a filthy, funky stamp, dog. You think I'm gonna buck on you for a stamp, you scary-ass lender? And those guys, man, when they come to my cell, like, yeah, I got you when I'm done unloading my stuff, man. I'll never give it to them when they come asking for it, you know? I'll bring it to you in about 5 to 10 minutes, dog, all right? And I try to say it politely as hell, but it doesn't come out like that. These guys, man, it's like, damn, running up on me, bro, is one or 2 stamps really gonna affect you if I don't bring it to you immediately? That's how you can tell they ain't have shit on the streets, man. They ain't have nothing on the streets, because how the hell are you gonna be clocking someone over a stamp, 2 stamps, or a shot of coffee, 2 coffees? 2 coffees, I can understand. He might be pissed broke, and those coffees he might need it early in the morning. But when it's something petty, you know, even pettier, like a damn soup, give me some time to unload my stuff, man. I've had people ask for their stuff before I even drop my bag in my cell. I'm talking about still walking with it on my back. So yeah, the scary lender, they're very annoying, man. But even though I haven't seen too many of them, most people, they typically wait for you to bring it, you know. But if you don't take it to them like 3 or 4 hours after getting your canteen, of course they're gonna come up and ask. I would too. But give the person some time to unload their stuff. Watch, you know, see, maybe he forgot, I don't know, after a few hours. But within the first 30 minutes of him unloading his stuff, don't ever show up at the freaking doorstep asking for something. Unless it's like $100 worth of canteen, I'm going to be waiting at that door before he even gets there. I'm going to make sure I get that 100-piece first. Number 8 is the dirtball. The dirtball bunky that eats food, drops crumbs all over your bunk when you're not looking, or while you're sleeping, or just reading a book. Every time this fool rolls around in his bunk, dust bunnies, boogers, whatever the case is that's going on up there in the bunk, man, it's falling down onto yours, all right? You got to stop that stuff in its tracks immediately. If not, this dude's going to ruin your life, you know? You might have to get out the cell. Go get the hell up out of there. Some people, man, you just can't live with. And these dirt balls, I remember there's these two dudes. I've worked out with them, but I would never live with them. They stayed in the same cell, but they were both dirt balls. I'm talking about the grimiest individuals I ever seen in my life. Nothing in that cell was clean. Toilets never clean, mirrors never clean. They got dried up toothpaste splatter on the mirror. They got ashes in their cell. Like, they didn't even care about shit. They were the best cellies for each other, because both of them were the grimiest, stinkiest fools I've met in lockup. But in my eyes, if you got a bunky, if I had a bunky that's filthy, man, it ain't happening. I can't live like that. I can't live day after day after day in a filthy environment. If he ain't swapping out days with me to clean the cell, then we're gonna be rumbling. That's all there is to it. We're gonna be fighting, or he's gonna be getting up out the cell. I'd be damned if I'm leaving the cell if I got a bottom bunk. He's gonna be leaving. Now, if he's a huge dude What are you gonna do if a huge dude is just grimy as hell and you know that he probably put hands on you? And that's just another reason why inmates carry shanks. That's just the ways of life in prison, man. That's why a lot of individuals do get these equalizers, you know? It ain't to say that you're weak and you can't fight. It's just sometimes, you know, some dudes, they have the advantage over you. There's no shame in my game, man. Some guys I know for a fact, they'd probably knock me clean out, but they wouldn't because I got an equalizer. And they know it. And I'm not saying anyone else to do that. I'm just saying that's, you know, my own personal perspective. Now, number 9, the know-it-all. You see him out here in the streets. You see him in the YouTube comment section, and you best believe you will see them in prison. The know-it-alls is one of the most annoying individuals in the world, man. Ain't nothing that they say is wrong. Everything is right 24/7. They got to put their 2 cents in. You might be having a conversation 3 bunks down with someone else, and the know-it-all will chime in. You know, so that ain't how it happened. It actually happened like this, you know, and then he'll be rambling. I'm like, man, come on, man. Why are you ear hustling my conversation? Okay? Well, since when did you become an expert in every religion and political practice in the world? Okay? I mean, Jesus, this guy will know everything from workouts to how to cook a proper swole. I mean, he'll tell me I'm cooking the swole wrong. How you gonna tell me how I'm cooking is wrong, man? It's delicious. You're not gonna sit here and tell me what I'm cooking is wrong. You're not gonna sit here and tell me every ingredient in the toothpaste. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that there's pork in toothpaste, bro. And there probably is. A lot of Muslims didn't brush their teeth with certain toothpaste, because they said it had pork in it. I don't know. I've never heard that in my life. Besides in prison. Maybe there's some truth behind it. Maybe someone in the comment section can enlighten me a bit. But yeah, the know-it-all. He's up there, okay? Number 9, Mr. Know-it-all. One of the worst individuals I've met in prison. There's a lot of them too. Now, number 10. I must say this guy is probably one of the most annoying individuals I will ever meet in prison. I've met so many of them. I call him Mr. Movement. The Mr. Movement, okay? What do you think this could be? Mr. Movement is a white dude or a black dude or a Hispanic dude that is on some kind of freaking movement, okay? Like, they say they're not racist, but everything that comes out their freaking mouth is racism. It is. Like, bro, come on, leave that stuff in the past. That happened 300-400 years ago. Why are you still talking about that, man? You know, the movement's done and over, bro. The movement is over. Now everyone's being treated the same damn way, okay? Whites are being treated just the same as other individuals. Maybe not in some backwoods freaking counties, but you know, in the cities, you know, everyone's getting locked up. Everybody's being talked to bad by the police. Everyone is going through some sort of, you know, discrimination or whatever the word is. But these individuals, man, damn, they milk it. They milk the hell out of it. They'll walk around and talk about how they are royalty. They are kings. They are gods. I'm like, come on, bro. You're just a damn human being just like me, man. We're all in prison. We're all eating the same crap, man. You ain't no better than me. The movement, there ain't no movement. There ain't no brotherhood. Even these cats that you think is your brothers are to be the first ones to turn their back on you, man. Get that movement crap out of here, all right? I'm not trying to hear. It's like the movie, what was the movie? Don't Be a Menace? Dude gets in the car and he's always talking about, you know, the movement and stuff. Stop hitting me with this philosophy knowledge crap, man. I'm just trying to roll this L. Drink this 40, man. Chill out with that crap, you know? These dudes will pressure their outlook on life upon you 24/7. In prison, you will see individuals like this on the movement, Mr. Movements all over prison, man. And they are some of the most annoying individuals I've ever met. Don't be coming asking me to borrow some honey buns after that movement speech, homeboy, you know? Don't be doing it, because I ain't giving you nothing. You can go take your movement self to someone else that's supposed to be your brother's keeper. Why are you coming to me when the other day you were just telling stories about how these individuals ain't your brother's keepers? I got love for everybody, man. But people, when they start talking like that and acting hypocritical, I ain't got time for that nonsense, man. Keep it moving. Anyway, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 most annoying individuals I have met in incarceration, in prison, and in jail. You know, I know there's a lot of people that have been locked up and can agree with, if not some, all of the individuals I just named. You know, these are common things that will drive people insane. I'm getting over this little head cold I had yesterday. Got a stuffed up nose, so it's kind of hard to talk. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you did. Go check out all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. My other YouTube channel, 23 and Fun. I'm doing live streams on there every day, just about. Go to my Teespring, buy yourself some 23 and 1 merchandise. My Etsy page, Lockdown 23 and 1. All handmade artwork by yours truly that I sell on the regular basis. Guaranteed artwork that will turn heads if you put it in your living room. And as always, I salute to every last one of you who've been supporting me since the beginning and everyone who's just now joining the Lockdown compound. Y'all be easy out there.